The New England Patriots are in an interesting position heading into the 2023 NFL Draft, specifically because, well, yeah, they need help in a couple of different areas. Most notably, I would say left tackle, wide receiver, and potentially corner, as well as edge could all be needs for the Patriots. And as we go through the dream draft scenarios for the Patriots heading into this draft, we're going to take a look at, yes, the dream draft scenarios, like what's the best case scenario, what's what do we think will happen, then also what's the worst case scenario that we could foresee happening. So gonna bring you into here, and yes, it's not a mock draft, but we use the mock draft simulator just to kind of go over things. So 7-round mock draft, again, not a mock draft, so we're just gonna enter it here and just see how the whole thing falls. So the Patriots, now PFF has the Patriots having a need at quarterback. I don't see it. I think Mac Jones finally, hopefully things will go right for him this year and the team, because I still think he's the dude there in New England, excuse me, for the Patriots, I know. But anyway, so I don't see the Patriots moving up for a quarterback, maybe a tackle if they feel like some of these teams could go tackle, like the Jets before them. Also, the Bears, they definitely need an upgrade at tackle at both spots here. But, at 14, I think the Patriots are kind of sitting pretty. Like, they're in a pretty good spot to be able to get somebody here. So, with wide receiver or needs at tackle and wide receiver, I would say the dream draft scenario here to start things out with would be, guys like Jackson Smith and Jigba, Quentin Johnson at 14, or you could go tackle, whether it's Broderick Jones, Paris Johnson Jr., Anton Harrison. Even though Anton Harrison, I really feel like if they had a huge draft crush on him, they could trade back and get him. But at 14, also corner. Like, oh well, shoot, I forgot to start the draft. So just kind of simulating what's going on here at corner. Guys like Joey Porter Jr. will be there. Darnell Wright and both Paris Johnson Jr. Darnell Wright's more of a right tackle, but. And at edge, again, I really feel like this is a pretty deep edge class. I mean, if I've also seen mock drafts where they go Lucas Van Ness here, I would love that. I do think that edge is definitely something the Patriots need to address. But for right now, with needs at tackle, I love me some Paris Johnson Jr. This is a deeper edge class than it is a tackle class, so I think right off the bat here, Paris Johnson Jr. makes a lot of sense. But as far as the dream draft scenarios, one of the top wide receivers or tackles falling to you, in my opinion, is definitely the best thing here. Or also going corner. Joey Porter Jr. is sitting right there too. So I would say this is tough because it's also a really deep corner class. But after Paris Johnson Jr., I think that there's definitely a steep drop-off in terms of talent. Anton Harrison is that dude, but Paris Johnson Jr., he's that dude. He's absolutely that dude. Now, in the second round, if you go tackle in that first round, there's still some guys like Jalen Hyatt at wide receiver. So you went tackle, fine. But into the third round, if we went wide receiver, I think that would be pretty interesting. Michael Wilson's there, a big-bodied wide receiver who I think is going to make a lot of plays. Also, Rashid Rice, Jalen Hyatt, whom I think that you could get into the third round. But honestly, Jalen Hyatt might go in the first. This wide receiver class really is different. It's kind of weird. So Rashid Rice could be there for you in the third round. But in the second round there, I mean, dream draft scenarios, this is tough. Julius Brents is there. He's a big condor type corner coming up out of Kansas State. He would be a lot of fun. So him falling to you here definitely would be a dream draft scenario here. An edge if you wanted to go that route. You're not really anybody I love. I mean, Nick Herbig's there. He definitely screams Patriot to me. Isaiah Foskey's there. Let's see. Isaiah McGuire would be a lot of fun too. So, I really feel like the Patriots are in a spot here where, going with your guy at left tackle and then going with a guy like Julius Brents in the second round would be really good here. Like, I really feel like Julius Brents, he's going to be that big dude on the outside. That's going to be a lot of fun. And then if Jalen Hyatt falls to you in the third round, I mean, you dance out of that whole thing. So, between the three things there, I honestly think that the best case scenario for the Patriots is, hey, going left tackle at 14 and making it happen there. And then after that, really seeing where the rest of the board falls in terms of wide receiver and cornerback play as well as edge. So, what's the middle case? What do we think is going to happen? I really feel like there's going to be a first round run on quarterbacks. I'm going to bring it back here because that really doesn't serve as a purpose. There's going to be a run on quarterbacks in the first run. We could potentially see after trades and everything, the first 4 picks being quarterbacks. I don't know where Will Levis is going to go in this whole thing. I mean, maybe could the Patriots take a shot on him if he falls all the way to 14? I doubt it. Again, Mac Jones, hopefully he does a lot better in this, year 3. But, as far as what we think is going to happen, I think the Patriots are going to be right in line with either getting a tackle or a corner right there at 14 and being able to go from there. A tackle, corner, or maybe even edge if they want Lucas Van Ness would be really interesting. What's the worst case scenario? Well, no tackles are left on the board. I think that, there's a couple of teams like the Jets that we talked about. The Bears are definitely another team that's going to be in on tackles thus far in the draft, but they're also going to be in on D linemen as well as anything defense at this point. So could be interesting to see where the Bears go with that 9th overall pick. So, worst case scenario, there's no tackles left on the board. This is a deep corner class, so I don't see the Patriots running into a scenario where they don't have their pick of the, or at least a good pick of the litter. And when it comes to corners, whether it's the first, second, or third rounds, and also the worst case scenario, I mean, there's going to be a run on wide receivers at some point. So if you want a dude, I feel like you have to go up and trade and get up a dude, or trade up to get a dude, because this wide receiver class, like, there's no true number one on paper yet. But I do think that guys like Jalen Hyatt could find themselves in that particular category a little bit down the line. But that is it. That is our dream draft scenarios for the New England Patriots. Let us know what you guys think. What is the dream draft scenario for the Patriots in your eyes? Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome. We love every single one of you. Down in the description below, you'll find all of our social media platforms. So give us a like and a follow there. Also remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put it in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about our dream draft scenarios for the New England Patriots in the 2023 NFL Draft.